Laynie here, and welcome to the channel. I so appreciate the fact that you would take time out of your busy day to hang out with me. And if you're wondering about this look today and this lovely hairdo, hey, at least I'm fresh and showered, right? We are going to talk about products I have been reaching for that I have been loving. It's been a hot minute since we've sit down and chatted about some products I have been enjoying. I thought today was the day, and we'll put it on my face and talk about it. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button. Join the fam. You will not regret it. All right, now let's just get started. So I'm going to do some clips of me applying the products, talking about the products. I don't know. I guess I felt like making things difficult for editing. So before we actually start talking about the makeup products, I want to mention some skincare stuff. I have been reaching for this Thayer's Hydrating Milky Toner. It has snow mushroom and hyaluronic acid. This has become a staple in my skincare game, both morning and PM, sometimes throughout the day if I just feel like I need a little refreshing. And I actually just apply it to the palm of my hand and rub it in with my hand. That's what I've been doing with it. And I really enjoy this. It has lasted a long time because a little bit goes a very long way. And then for some body moisturization, I have been really big into lotion over the last 6 months. I think it's also because I'm really into fragrance now, and I do believe the more hydrated your skin is, the better your fragrance lasts, the more it projects. And I'm an interesting person. My face is very, I feel like, combo normal now ever since having my daughter. I used to be really oily. Even when my face was very oily, my body is always dry. I used to be so good about using only organic lotions because I do think that is superior. I do. If you're wanting something that I feel more comfortable with, I trust Trader Joe's as a company, as a brand. I'm not saying they're like the perfect organic or anything like that, but I feel like versus your typical body butter out on the store shelf, I'm going to trust Trader Joe's more than the typical. This is their Brazil Nut Body Butter, which smells a lot like the Boom Boom Bum Bum Cream. A lot like it. It is not nearly as fragrant, but really totally reminiscent. Get that same vibe, and it's so creamy. I love their body butters in general. Love the coconut one, but I've really been enjoying this. I pair it with my Sol de Janeiro body spray. I pair it with a lot of sprays, honestly. It's just good. And then I am so into Bath & Body Works now. I only started using them when I saw that they are not using parabens or artificial dyes. Again, no, we're not a perfectly organic green household over here. I wish I could say we're better than we are, but we all have our vices, okay? And one of mine is smelling good. So I have started seriously buying some Bath & Body Works lotions because they're so good for pairing with fragrance. This one is the Midnight Amber Glow. I am obsessed with this fragrance. The notes are smooth amber, caramel latte, and vanilla bourbon. To me, this is like a perfect fragrance. Perfect fragrance. Creamy, warm, sexy. Like, it's so good, and it pairs really well with a lot of different fragrances. And it's a powerhouse. Like, I could put this on and I smell it wafting off of my skin. I love this. And then because I am a hand lotion queen, I always have to have hand cream in my purse. I hate when my hands feel dry. This Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hand Gel, I picked it up at Ulta. Let me just show you. My hands are actually pretty moisturized right now. I used some of that Amber Glow earlier, but this stuff, I really want to pick up some more of the body care stuff from this line because it just makes my hands look so moisturized and healthy and youthful and nice and not crinkly, cracked, dry, nasty. So I've really been enjoying having that in my bag. It's an easy reach. Okay, so that's it for skincare. Now let's talk about products I put on my face. Oh my goodness, the NYX Thick It Stick It Brow Mascara and their Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen are my absolute favorite. Current ride or die. Only things I'm going to put on my brow from here on out. It works so well with my brows. I do my brows at home. I just trim them with a razor, trim them with a little pair of scissors when they need it. I keep them fairly fluffy me. I don't go for like a super thin or anything like that. And going in with the brow mascara first, kind of getting the hairs where I want them, thicken them a little bit because this does have fibers in it like a mascara, and color, I use espresso. Then I go in with the pen, fill it in, make it a little bit more done, if you would. And then I love going in the front and adding some more hairs to make it look like I've got fuller brows than I do. I have really been loving this Cover FX blurring primer. I've had it in my collection forever. I actually got it in BoxyCharm, so we're talking years. And I finally opened her up and used it. I've really been enjoying this because sometimes blurring primers, I don't know, I feel like make my makeup not wear as well. Like it makes my face almost like too slippery. This doesn't do this. It's very mousse-like. I do think it does a very nice job of making my foundation sit a little more on top of my pores and then in them. I totally hesitated about mentioning this foundation because I think it's discontinued. This is the No. 7 Match Made Custom Blend. First of all, the color, oh my gosh, I have fallen in love. I do not understand why they would discontinue this if they are. Because I looked at the website and they only had like 3 shades available, which makes me worried they're discontinuing it. So I'm going to be really sad if they get rid of this because I love this. It just looks so skin-like. I love it. No. 7, do not discontinue this. Really, you will really upset me. Other products, I have just been loving another ride or die. That's what this year is for me. I want to find my tried and trues. I really enjoyed this e.l.f. camo color corrector. It's the peach one. I get really sunken looking here, family traits, and I will never inject anything into my eyeball area, so she's just gonna sink the older I get. This peach color corrector helps kind of cancel out that darkness, that blueness I get down there, and I like mixing it with my e.l.f. camo concealer. This is the matte one, and honestly the two pair really well together without getting too like heavy, crinkly. e.l.f. camo matte stuff lasts really well on my under eyes. Halo Glow Contour, love it. This is in medium. Definitely don't think I could pull off the light. I do not think I'm fair enough, especially this time of year. We're getting outside. My toddler and I are enjoying it. We love this weather. Love it. This is my time to thrive. I love the summer. So I need medium. Any darker I think would be too dark. I find that these are fairly pigmented, but they blend out a lot. So I do think I have to be a little heavy-handed because it can go from looking like, ooh, I've got too much on to like blend it out and you're like, okay, she's faded quite a bit. I do let it sit for just a bit to get a bit more tacky, so then it doesn't move around so much. I can kind of keep it in those areas I'm wanting to contour. Do really enjoy it. Have been very impressed with it for being a drugstore product. And I have been really enjoying this Huda Beauty Cupcake Powder. I wanted to try that Cherry Blossom one so badly, but it's always sold out, so instead I picked up the Huda Beauty in Cupcake, and I like this powder a lot. Now, I will say, I have to be careful. If I put too much, it will look dry and cakey on my under eyes. I've also really been enjoying the puffs for application. Work super well. I feel like these are a little overpriced, but I do honestly really enjoy it. And then I really enjoy the Pure Banana Powder. It's not as finely milled as the Huda Beauty, and I like that this one is yellow, and I use it for the outside perimeter of my face because my skin is more like neutral yellow, neutral olive, I don't know. I'm not pink undertoned. And I find this does better setting like my actual foundation, where I like the pink for canceling out that darkness under the eyes. And then my tried or true ride or die glowish. I have really enjoyed that. This is in medium. It has a soft radiance, but I love the two tones, like the lighter shade. Like it keeps the darker shade from getting too extreme on my skin tone even when I'm fair, but this color is neutral enough with the lighter and darker combined that I can still use it for like a nice bronze the face, but also like use it as kind of shaping, contouring without getting like a gray toned contour. I have been loving the e.l.f. Putty Blush. This is in Bora Bora. I love this color so much. I tried these out in the past and I wasn't obsessed with them, and I think it all depends on what products I'm using with it. Also, I love it a lot as like a blush primer. And then I'm obsessed with this blush. This is the Wet n Wild Do What You Love Care Bears. I hope this wasn't limited edition because I love this pink. She's so pretty. And again, talking about drugstore, but this Believe Beauty All Over Glow Skin Illuminator is stunning, and I think it's like $5. You can go like full on Tin Man with this. I mean, she packs a punch. That's why I sometimes will just really tap it out with my hand before tapping it out with my fingers, or I'll really diffuse it with a brush and then apply it with the brush. That's what I did today because, again, you can get ultra blingy, like too much. I feel like it's just too much for my life and the fact that I don't really do anything glamorous, so it's just too much for the regular day. But I love this, and I haven't reached for it for months, and now it's what I've been reaching for. She also works beautiful to prime for a powder highlight, but like on its own. She does the dang thing, and I've really been enjoying it for the nose, for like popping some on the chin and the forehead to give me like that youthful J-Lo type glow going on, like lit from within. This would honestly be really pretty on the body. She's good, and she's $5. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. But to me, the thing I have been reaching for a lot, especially this summer, because I just love a gloss in the summer. Anybody else? And this NYX Fat Lip Drip Oil in the shade Missed Call is so pretty over top of things. It's pretty on a bare lip or over top because it adds just enough pinky tone that it amps up a lip look a little bit. I find myself reaching for it all the time. It's an easy reach, which I love. Fits in my bag perfectly. I do like the chunky little doe foot. There's just something about it. I have really been enjoying it. Okay, guys, that is all I have to share with you today. I feel like I covered quite a bit. Let me know what your favorites you've been reaching for are in your early summer staples. I just love this time of year. And I've had 2 cups of coffee today, so I'm feeling like a chatty Cathy. Okay. But yes, that is all I have to share with you. I really need to get going because I have a graduation party to get to, so I better get my butt moving. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. And I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.